Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Reign of Kings. This is going to be a new run for me. If you missed the previous one, you can watch it via the link in the description. It was just a quick 4-episode run of me learning the game. I've learned a lot more, probably still have more to learn, but that's okay. So the goal of this run is to, actually I've got a few goals. One of them is to build a tower. I've been wanting to build a tower, check out a bit more of the building in this game. So that's one. The other is that I want to explore this kind of town down here, this plague town. I've been in it a little bit and expected to find monsters. It turns out they actually don't hang out inside. They kind of hang out outside and roam around it. You do take damage while you're in there because of this plague, and you know, they don't have a name for it. Apparently, I asked and people said, no, there's not really a name for it. So I'm going to refer to it as Dire Vale. I don't know, that just sounds cool. So anyway, as part of this, we would need to find a place to get started in order to make the tower. Now, I was told if I found any kind of area that was not claimed, I could throw a crest down and claim it for myself. And this place right here is not claimed. I've already looked inside and I think it's going to be perfect. It's right above the town that I want to explore. Additionally, I do want to fight some monsters I have not successfully done, so I've attacked a few and died. But I do want to be able to take some of those guys out. So I'm going to have to build a base of operations. From there, gather the materials to make weapons and armor, and then head out there and maybe do some exploring, kill some monsters. So that is the goal. I'm trying to close this door. That's okay, we'll leave it open. Anyone can open that right now. So yes, here we are. This is kind of the jackpot. So nobody has claimed this. They've certainly had plenty of materials, so making a crest to claim it would not have been an issue. So they're probably just not here anymore. And as I said, according to the rules, I can claim this. Now, Marky Longbottom, who actually runs this server, sorry, I'm kind of wigging out a little bit. Had something on my neck. I think it was a bug attacking me. Go away. But Marky Longbottom runs this server, and he hooked me up with a crest and a door to get me started, and a number of stone blocks as well. I had been on here kind of hanging in his castle. That's something else I want to show you. Very cool castle. I was hanging in there in the safety of his castle while gathering some materials, getting ready for this. So anyway, he set me up with a couple things to get me started, and here we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started laying down some foundation. You can see I've got a number of items. I already had the stone up there, I guess, the blocks. So anyway, I'm going to start putting these down probably in the corner. One thing to know is that right outside this wall is an iron node, and I would like my area to control, kind of envelop that area, so I could wall it in and just always have easy access to that without really having to step outside my walls. On some servers, that's you know, they ask you not to do that. On this server, I think he said the only rule was don't abuse chat, so I think we are good. So anyway, let's go ahead and put the foundation of this thing down. It's getting a little dark here. Actually, you know what? Let me step over here. Not that. Wrong one. I don't know if I can reach this from here. Looks like I can. Whoa. And let's see about putting some fuel in here. I don't really have room to do that, do I? That's not cool. Let's see. We'll just put some of that in there. Okay. So now we have light. Well, it doesn't quite extend to where I want to go. But I'm basically going to put the foundation of the tower somewhere in here. I think I'm going to go... Actually, you know what? If I did it down there, it's a little too low. I think we'll go against the wall over here. But we're going to keep this pretty small. I think it's going to not be a very wide tower. But I do want to make it somewhat tall. A number of floors tall. I think we're going to go with a 5x5. Bring this out here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and lay the foundation out, maybe part of a wall, and put the crest down so I can start to claim this area, and we'll see what it looks like in the light of day. Okay, well here we are in the morning. I've got the foundation kind of laid out. I can't place blocks here right now because I guess the smelter is in the way. I decided to go with wood on the floor to kind of conserve on the stone because I want to use that to go up. Now you can see the conquering here. We are not quite 50% in, and you'll notice the icon is this snake dragon head. I'm not really sure. So when I jumped on this server, I actually just kind of randomly chose my character. I hit randomize a couple times, and this is just what I ended up with. So last time around I actually did choose and kind of put my guy together not this time. So anyway, that's what we have. Weemcast is conquering this area. Just going to take it a little bit of time. So let me jump back up here. You can see it's just fully enclosed, and one of the first things we'll do is get some stairs to come up to the next level. On the first level, I just really want enclosed. You know, we kind of protect the crest and everything. So we're going to leave it at that. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I've got this over here. We've got this workbench. Let's cruise and look at this really quick. One of the things we can do here is the stone. Let's see, because how many stone do I have? I have 75 stone left. So I'll just do a couple of these. So I can get 3 of these guys here. Okay, excellent. So that should get us started, getting up to the next floor. And I've got a little bit of an entryway here because I might do 2 doors, I'm not really sure. But let's see, where are our stairs at? Here we go. This slot. Okay, so we can do, let's see, do we want to do that here? We don't really have a ton of room to do this. I can angle it and then kind of turn as well. Let's see. That crest is definitely in the way. So, I mean, I can still go up. I can go up from the side here, and this should be fine, especially if I plan on getting it to be larger up top. Let's see, is it going to let me place it right there? Okay, it won't, so that is going to be a problem. Fortunately, it's very easy to remove all this stuff. So I think what I might have to do is, I don't want to take the crest down because we're now about halfway in. I think it's cool centered, but we may end up needing to make this a little bit wider anyway. Now the plan was to, on the next floor, make it wider anyway, so I guess I could just get to doing that down here. Let me think about that. We'll just kind of take this stuff out. And do I want to make it... You know me, I like to be symmetrical with things, so if I'm going to make it wider on one side, I'm probably going to want to make it wider on the other side too. Now, it could be one of these things where it's not, you know, not square. I guess I don't really have too big of a problem with that. Let's get this in. Probably the same on the other side. Remove all this wall. Let's see what this looks like. Something like that. Now, the other thing too to conserve stone is I could wait on the corners. I could not do, you know, stone there just yet, and instead do it like that. Leave this side open. In fact, I kind of like that because it doesn't. It makes it a little less square. It gives it kind of a more rounded feel. Let's see. This might actually be kind of cool. I can't do the block there, but I was kind of thinking like so. Now we're going to be hanging over the edge here, so let's see if we can get some stone down here. There we go. Okay, cool. That'll work. That will work. I think this is going to be better anyway. Okay, well, I've got this widened out. You can see I've got stairs started here. They go up and then they kind of turn over there. I think that's going to work out pretty good. We'll have the door here, and I can't place this corner yet. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you was that I talked about kind of my 3 primary goals: to build a tower, explore Dire Vale, and fight and kill some of the monsters in the area. So one of the other goals, though, that I had mentioned was to show you Marky's castle. Now, he has a guild of a number of people on this server, and they've got this castle, and I thought, you know what, I can actually show you that. You can see that there's people near us. They've got different structures and everything, but the castle, I noticed you can at least see the upper portion of it over here, which is kind of cool. You look over Dire Vale here, and you can see it in the distance, so I thought I would show you that. If I angle, there you go. You can see the upper portion of it there, the tower. So anyway, we're going to go check that out at some point. I want to show you that. There are other castles and forts around here on the server. I don't particularly, know the people who are running those things, so I don't know how safe it is. Nothing's really safe in this game, right? We could have somebody show up at any moment, but it does seem as though on this server anyway, people are more focused on kind of building up and then going to war, which is kind of cool. On the other servers that I've played on, a lot of times, you spawn on the beach and people are kind of nearby and they just kill you outright. and that can be very frustrating for people. For me, it's kind of like, you know, expected. Like, that's what I expect to happen in these games. So when it does happen, it's not too big a deal. But at some point, I do want to progress, and that's where Marky helped me out here on the server, saying, "Hey, we have a pretty, you know, laid-back thing going right now." He is, you know, looking to expand the server, but right now the population is pretty low. Things are a little bit more tame for now. And he said, hey, if you're going to be building, this might be the place to do it. So anyway, that's what we're doing here. But we are going to, you know, be running around, and I'm sure we'll run into people that are going to want to take us out, and that will be totally fine. We may seek out people ourselves, but my primary goal here is to get, you know, this tower built and fight some of those creatures, because that's just something that I've not successfully done yet. Well, while we wait, we might as well continue on. I've obviously got the first set of steps up here and the next one here. And then we will probably do another kind of landing. We'll do that with wood. Interior stuff with wood where we can. And we can't do one there because of the crest. And I don't know that I can just set stairs right here. Let's try that. I kind of want to go right over the crest. But yeah, it's there, just not quite. So what we'll do is we're just going to throw a wood block here really quick. I think that'll help us get this. If we get the right angle here. There we go. It's saying I can't make it. It's probably because of the crest. That's unfortunate. Well, anyway, what we may do is we may just have this kind of come up and actually, you know what? That's not going to work. Because I need floor over that area. I was going to say it could open up over that. Let's take some wood and see what we can do. We cannot build here, but we can go around the edges here. So that's something to note. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Couple different things I could do. I could have this switch back. Maybe that's the thing to do. Maybe we just have this kind of switch back here. Yeah, let's see. Let's get the wood out. Put that here. Grab the steps. Do something like this. Yeah. And then I'm going to want to go one more. And I think if I just kind of start with a block. Let's try this. Do the block. Grab the steps. Do this, and then maybe take this out. I don't know. It might look like it's not supported well at all, but I don't know. Maybe not a big deal. Let's go ahead and continue the floor. So essentially the floor would be up at this level. So a very low kind of roof in this area when you first walk in. But that's okay. I don't think that's too big a deal. So obviously we can't place here. We can't place directly over the crest. And can I do one there? I can't. So there's going to be a little bit of an open area. I must have aligned that a little more to the right than the left, but that's cool. Let's go ahead and get some stone. We want to continue the walls right to here. Let's see. We've got some reach. That's not where I wanted to go. This tree is clipping. We can cut the tree down anytime, so I'll deal with that later. Let's see. So we've come up to this level, and we'll probably then, if we can't do wood in these two areas, that's fine. We'll do... actually, you know what? There's not a point to do one there, because we're not going to be able to stand on it anyway. And we do need to be able to make sure we can walk up those steps. So I think we're going to end up doing something like... Let's see, I'm out of wood now. We'll use stone to test. Can I fit here? Yes, I can. Excellent. So anyway, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do wood in that spot. And the floor will just be kind of this area. We'll have to do stairs again, essentially. I may just loop this right back again before we get to an actual floor. So really, this bottom floor is going to be more staircase than anything else. I think that's going to be the idea. Let's see. I do have to have it go that way, though. I thought I could loop back, but that would require floor being at this level. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play around with this a bit more. We are just about, oh yeah, we are just about to finish conquering. So maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll hang tight and think about this, because that is just about to finish. So if we loop the stairs back, actually, you know what? We need to make wood to do this. Let's just go queue up some of that really quick. Get over here. Scroll this down. And I don't really want to use all the wood. Well, I guess I'm going to kind of have to. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get more. Let's head back over here. Let's see. It still says conquering. Just a sliver remains. We're just about there. You can see it says conquering top right. There we go. We are official. This is now our area. So I should be able to pick this up. Oh, it's not letting me pick that up. How interesting. I thought you could do that. Well, that really throws a major wrench in my tower here. That's not cool. Okay, well, let me, one of the things that I do want to do is I want to switch to the block and kind of see, if we're holding a block, we can see the area that we are essentially in control of. And I've been kind of curious. Oh, that is pretty big. You can see the blue line out there. So we have a very, very large area. I was worried. I thought, well, I hope it wraps the iron down here. It certainly does. Alrighty, well, as it turns out, even when you claim an area, apparently you can't take the workbenches. So I can take the wall. I popped a hole there in testing, but was told, yeah, you can't move the workbenches. You can't claim those. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and leave those. Now, the smelters were kind of in the way, so I actually asked and got some help. They came out here and exploded them. Had the explosive barrels. I forgot what those are called. But anyway, yeah, set that down, blew those out, so they are out of the way. So we're able to continue with the tower here. The rest we'll just kind of leave out here. We can use those. And I'll probably end up taking down the wall and redoing it. Now that we have so much area, though, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it all. There's so much real estate. We could certainly start taking some of it down for use in the walls here. In fact, I could jump over here. I say walls, but I mean floor. So there you can see I can right click and take this out. Just kind of go to there. Slightly different material because this is kind of the thicker, the logs. But anyway, yeah, we're going to redo this a little bit. Probably do, let's see here. Actually, if I just did one more up, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe I'll do one more step right on top of here, and then the floor will be one higher, and this kind of stairway will kind of come into the middle of it. That said, it's probably best for me to run the stairway right over the crest. Actually, that's right, I couldn't. Unless I went up one, up two, yeah. Anyway, it's going to take a little bit of planning, but we'll get this worked out. Okay, as the sun comes up here, you can see that I've got the door in. We've got the first floor pretty much set up. So let me show you the inside here. We're going to open this door. Going to close this. I think there's some people in our area, so we're going to be a little careful and close the door. Now we've got logs in here because I actually ran around the wall on the outside along the upper part and gathered some of the wood that was out there. So I filled in this area when you first come in. Now back behind here is where we have the crest. Just kind of sat that back there, and I'm kind of thinking about bringing the wood in and doing something like this, kind of blocking that in. I think that might work. So basically you just come into the fort and the tower, and the first part is basically just the stairway going up. Now as we get up here, you can see the last bit of steps here I did wood, so we've got this entire wood floor for the upper portion here. So once we fill the stone in, you can see there's not a whole lot of room to work with up here, which got me thinking about doing things a little differently than I had planned. What I'm kind of thinking is that I extend this floor out in a certain direction, lay down some columns as if to support it, although I don't think they're needed, and yeah, do something like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, because I do have a lot of stone blocks, but I'm not entirely sure just yet, especially with the door being on this side. Part of me thinks I could go, you know, straight ahead, and then that way the doorway is, you know, has kind of a covering. But at the same time, I do have the iron out there in the corner, and I want to build out that way as far as the wall goes. Not necessarily that piece of iron out there, that node, that's pretty far out there. There's one closer to the wall. So anyway, these are all things I'm taking into consideration for next time. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, though. For now, we've got some pretty good progress here, and we have much higher to go with this thing. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed this, and a comment if you'd like to see more. I would appreciate that, and I will catch you guys next time.